getting behind the event and getting behind somebody as good as Gav Veltmeyer.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Neil. Thank you very much for the big welcome here today, and to everybody at Hampton Downs. Just an awesome ride by the young Gavin there. He's not that young, he's pushing 50. And a tremendous ride on the Tim Clark framed Clark Performance Suzuki Coleman Suzuki SV650. Great win to Gavin.
Great indeed, and certainly when you go down there, you get the idea that here's somebody like Gav, but he actually always wants to inspire and do better work. And do better work on a motorcycle. So is that part of the inspiration at Coleman's to foster that kind of Kiwi attitude?
Oh, absolutely, Neil. The doyen of Coleman Suzuki, Mr. Alan Franklin, Auckland's longest standing living motorcycle dealer, been in the game for over 40 years. He's down in the Coleman's pit in pit row there today. He'll have a big smile on his face. He was probably at Speedway at Western Springs last night, where he supports people as well. And it's his attitude and outlook which flows through to the young partner there, Alistair Henwood, and all the staff. Gavin's the workshop foreman there, of course. And not forgetting Daniel Matum, who's already won a 600 Supersport class here today. And if you're an Auckland motorcyclist looking for a dealer who's involved, you couldn't go better than New Zealand's #1 Suzuki dealer, Coleman Suzuki. And Neil, just before this class comes around, congratulations to Ben Townley, also Suzuki mounted, on pole in MX1 over in Thailand, following up from Courtney Duncan's great World Championship victory last weekend. You're always bending the tonsils at motocross, Neil. You're doing a great job here today with the Tar Babies at the road racing at Hampton Downs. I'm a motocross boy, you can tell from that comment. Really enjoying the day. Great to see Gavin win on a Suzuki. And I'll leave you with the racing. Everyone have a great day. Thank you, Neil.
Thank you, Matt. As always, super professional and an honour to have him with us. Thank you, Matt. Known Matt for nigh on, 30 plus years now. So see, Matt, of course, did a stint over in Australia. We lost him there for a little while and established some real credibility in the motorcycle industry. He's got good friends on that side of the Tasman. He's brought many of them over here to the country. And, of course, he's also supported when some of the Kiwis have gone over to race in Queensland, where he's learned about them and got them behind them when they were over there. So thank you, Matt, and as professional as ever. Now, he's a super shuttle driver here in Auckland City, but, of course, he loves to be the Saturday salesman down there at Coleman. So if you're on a spare Saturday and you want to go down, go and talk to Matt, because there's nothing about motorcycles he doesn't know, and he'll tell you why Coleman's is #1, as they should be, with their great support of road racing here today. All right, Protector Insurance, we're coming up towards the lunchtime, but rocking straight through today, folks. Don't think about a lunch break, because we're still going through 3 rounds today. Remember, normally on a race day, you have just 2 on the Sunday. We're squeezing 3 in here today, as we want to make the point of difference with having a odd number of races overall, which means you often define a champion easy with an odd number rather than an even number. Had it been an even number, it might have made it just more likely that you could get a points tie. So by having the odd number, and it just gives the North Islanders an extra race with the domination of those South Island events as well. So sort of a dual crown, as it were. And everybody loves it here, of course, at Hampton Downs anyway. World-class motor racing facility, so the added bonus as well. Got to love as well what's happening out on the track with our development class, and always one to be looking out for. And our development lineup, and this man again, Andy McLaughlin. So Andy, man, oh man, have you been doing it or what? Now, to give you an idea, folks, Andy's travelled the South Island circuit, because he loves so much of his racing. He is, after all, an Auckland domiciled rider, but just for this development, which is not a championship class, so you're not going for a New Zealand title. You're going to do exactly that, get involved in development racing, and he's deservedly held his own amongst some of the best competitors around the country, the new up-and-comers. So you all know about Andrew Stroud. You've now seen the older son, Jacob, who's just gone and taken his first ever title. Now look out for young Jesse in this class on the little number 52, the Kawasaki KR150. And just look for the smallest rider, and you'll all of a sudden, you'll think there's a bike going past. It's got nobody on it. He's so small. When he lines up on the start line, he's literally got to get one cheek off the seat and put his leg down to the side and prop himself up, because he's so tiny. So look out for young Jesse. Unfortunately, other brother Caleb injured at the moment, so not on the bike, as we've seen at race meetings. 4 from the Stroud family competing, just 3 of them here today. Love your work, Karen, and all the family. Fantastic. Andrew, Jacob, Jesse and Caleb, all doing so well on a motorcycle. So on the awesome 150, the affordable storage man, Auckland's Andrew McLaughlin, keen to look out for that number 33. He's been a star of the field, remembering with the championship being favoured with the South Island circuits. After all, very good circuits, are affordable, and they still attract good sponsors and good crowds. They take nothing away from them, folks. They are fantastic venues, and still making great racing in our series. After all, unfortunately, we haven't got enough strength of clubs and finance and sponsorship in the North Island to make it as successful as it is in the South. That is a pure fact of the matter. So thanks to the Auckland Motorcycle Club for at least providing one round in the North. But here we have, I suppose, a little bit of a turning point for our sport with regards to seeing what can happen in the future of track availability, track hire and affordability for more racing here in the North Island. That's why the South Island's getting away, and that's why Andy McLaughlin's in this world are heading all the way down there as well. All right, so 44.33, so 44 and Ben Wilson, the young man from Papakura on the Team Aspire Hamilton Motorcycle Centre. Greg Percival supported, right, of course, Greg Percival, proud to be supporting Jacob Stroud. After all, that was the No-Hair Racing Greg Percival bike that Jacob won his title on. And here you've now got Ben Wilson on the little Kawasaki EX250. And Andy's still behind him. Now, the difference with the EX, of course, is that it's not quite the little power band performer like the little Suzuki RG150. They've just been a fabulous bike in development racing. It really has made a point of difference. Brought to us by Higher Sung Motorcycles and their fabulous little GT 250R, this fabulous little 250 pocket rocket racer, and there's a few of them out there in this class as well. And a reminder, of course, they are also part of the Auckland Motorcycle Club Higher Sung Cup, which has proved to be an outstanding race championship, and probably for my money, standout event of the Auckland Motorcycle Club in the last 3 years. So keep it going, guys. Love your work. Higher Sung Racing, where you've got all the riders on the same level motorcycle out on the track, and with some strict rules around what you can and can't do to the bike, making it close and exciting racing to see. So well done. The Higher Sung Cup at home with the Auckland Motorcycle Club, and Higher Sung Motorcycles proud to sponsor our development racing today. Keen to watch out there at the moment, of course, with our 44.33 Ben Wilson and Andy McLaughlin. As we look out there, Justin Reed, Glenn Orwell as well, and go to Aaron Lambourne. Keen to see Glenn Orwell as well. We've seen a fair bit of Glenn over the years, but then in the last couple of seasons had a more distant profile, and here he is now making a bit of a comeback, so well done to Glenn. He's also been a rider, of course, on the No-Hair Racing 450. Keen to look out where we've got young Jesse Stroud at the moment. Hope you've been keeping an eye on young Jesse, and when he comes back into the pits as well, if you'd wouldn't mind going giving him a handshake and a congrats. I don't know whether he's got the posters printed yet, but certainly you might want to put your name down and be one of the first to get one. He is certainly a star in the making for sure. Jesse Stroud as well. Some little bikes and some little riders. Oh, checkered flag. Here we go, some of our small bikes to look out for. A little further back, here we are right now. We're still one to cross the line, the little 18.